The Aappl assesses language skills across 3 modes of communication with these components: interpretive listening, interpretive reading, presentational writing, and interpersonal listening and speaking. It's the only test on the market that assesses the interpersonal listening and speaking mode.
One of our priorities was to develop an interpersonal listening and speaking approach for the Aappl because it's so important that students get that feeling of talking to a real person in an authentic setting.
I think the Aappl is really great. It's very different and it has a lot of different activities which you can express your language in different ways.
The Aappl is developed for learners in grades 3 through 12, and it's designed to elicit and assess language that's consistent with the Aappl proficiency guidelines. Because Aappl develops it with language experts in each of the Aappl languages, it's the only test that can issue official Aappl rating.
The Aappl encourages real-world language use in the classroom from day one. It encourages teachers to set proficiency goals for their language learners and then to map those proficiency goals to the performance indicators.
Well, I think when it comes to Aappl, having the gradations for those novice students and intermediate students, it's really important. They're the ones that you need to show them what they can do. So being able to look at an Aappl score report and see N3 or N4 and what they can do really shows them that they actually do have skills in the language.
The students really like the test. They actually said it is one of the least stressful tests they have been done. And what they also like about the test is that it doesn't only give them a score. Instead of that, they get a proficiency level so that they will also know more about their own proficiency.
It's definitely one of the most interesting tests I've taken. There's not really anything I can compare it to, not really a way to prepare for other than it's just measuring how well you can actually speak the language. And because our prompts at school, you normally know the prompt ahead of time, but with the Aappl, it's just you have to think on the fly.
The teams at Aappl and LTI are committed to ensuring the Aappl is accessible to and secure for all learners. It's ADA WCAG 2.0 AA compliant, with options for specific accommodations as needed. And it's also the only test that is COPA certified, so that children's privacy online is always secure.
A major development this year is the launch of machine scoring for the Spanish presentational writing component. So all Spanish writing tests are now double rated. This represents a significant advancement in language assessment rating systems.
Now add to that some robust reporting features that empower teachers to do more with test results. For example, you can see learners' responses to PW or ILS prompts. You can gain insight into reasons behind certain ratings, and you can see learners' scores over time with longitudinal reporting.
It really helped me to understand what teaching a foreign language, a real-life foreign language, is about.